Taxation before the British colonization in 1895. Before the coming of colonial powers, there was community-based taxation which was informal. It was imposed by tribal leaders, bearing in mind that most communities did not have organized administrative units. The charge was 10% of the farm harvest and was meant to help the needy in the society. This demonstrates the concern the communities had for the underprivileged persons. Some organized leadership, such as Nabongo Mumia of Wanga Kingdom, located in modern-day Western Kenya, imposed tax on the communities they conquered. In his book, How Europe Underdeveloped Africa, Walter Rodney has attempted to explain the social, political, and economic systems that existed and which were undergoing transformation in Africa before the continent was partitioned by the Europeans. He explains that the African systems were evolving based on local parameters, but this development process on the continent was interrupted by colonial powers. In the 7th century, the Arabs, who were the early colonizers, introduced taxation at the coastal region. It was imposed on slaves, ivory, cloves, and beads that were exported out of the region, and the tax was paid to the Sultan, who was initially based at Oman but later moved his capital to Zanzibar. In the 15th century, the Portuguese conquered part of the coastal region and imposed customs on goods entering Mombasa, Kilwa, and Zanzibar. 1/3 of this import tax was paid to the Sultan, while 2/3 was paid to the Portuguese. In 1895, the British took over the region that was under the Imperial British East Africa from the Sultan in exchange for payment of £11,000 per annum.